He was just 15, his young life tangled in a web of desperation spun by those who should have protected him. She was a woman piecing together a quiet existence after her own storms had passed. Neither expected their paths to collide in the stark reality of the city, but a chance encounter would sow the seeds of an unexpected bond, a testament to the resilience of the human heart. If stories of quiet strength, unexpected kindness, and the everyday miracles of connection resonate with you, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us share more stories of hope that bloom in the most unlikely places. Now, let us begin. The flickering neon sign of the late-night diner cast long shadows across the grimy alley. Liam leaned against a brick wall, the cold seeping through his thin jacket. His stomach growled, a familiar ache. He clutched a crumpled flyer in his hand, a false promise of work that had led him here, only to be abandoned. Across the street, in the warm glow of Rosie's diner, Anna, a woman in her early 40s with kind eyes and a gentle demeanor, was locking up. The last of the evening rush had dwindled, leaving a quiet hum in its wake. She'd worked here for years, finding a small measure of peace in the routine after a difficult past she preferred not to dwell on. Liam watched her, a knot of anxiety tightening in his chest. He needed help, but trust was a fragile thing he couldn't afford to break easily. Every encounter lately had chipped away at it. Anna stepped out of the diner, pulling the door shut behind her. She noticed Liam huddled in the shadows, his young face etched with a weariness that tugged at her heart. She hesitated, a familiar instinct to help stirring within her. "Anna, excuse me? Are you all right? It's getting late." Liam flinches, his eyes darting towards her with suspicion. "Liam, I'm fine. Just waiting for someone." "Anna, at this hour? It doesn't seem very safe here." Liam's defenses were high, built brick by painful brick. Kindness felt like a foreign language he'd almost forgotten. "Liam, just leave me alone. It's none of your business." "Anna, maybe not. But I can't just walk away knowing someone might need help." "Have you eaten?" Liam's gaze flickered down to his stomach, then back up, a flicker of something unreadable in his eyes. "Liam, no." "Anna, come on. I have some leftover soup from tonight. It's not much, but it's warm." Hunger gnawed at Liam's resolve. Reluctantly, cautiously, he followed Anna back into the diner. Inside the quiet diner, Anna sets a bowl of steaming soup and a piece of bread in front of Liam. He eats hungrily, his eyes still wary. "Anna, you don't have to say anything you don't want to. But if you need help, I'm here. My name is Anna." Liam eats in silence for a few moments, the warmth of the soup spreading through him. Liam. "Anna, it's nice to meet you, Liam." That night, Liam slept on a booth in the back of the diner, the unfamiliar safety a stark contrast to the cold alleys he'd grown accustomed to. Anna slept fitfully in her small apartment above, her mind troubled by the quiet vulnerability she had witnessed in the boy. The next morning, Anna finds Liam helping to wipe down tables, his movements hesitant but willing. "Anna, you don't have to do that, Liam." "Liam, I want to help." The days that followed were a slow dance of tentative trust. Liam was guarded, but small acts of kindness from Anna, a warm meal, a clean blanket, a quiet word, began to chip away at his defenses. Anna shows Liam how to sort dishes. He accidentally drops a plate, flinching as if expecting a blow. Anna's expression is one of concern, not anger. "Anna, it's okay, Liam. Accidents happen." Anna offered him a safe space, a quiet understanding that required no explanation. She didn't pry, but she let him know she was there, a steady presence in his turbulent young life. One evening, Anna finds Liam looking at a faded photograph of a young boy on her counter. "Liam, is that your son?" Anna's expression softens with a touch of sadness. "Anna, yes. His name was Michael. He's gone now." A shared understanding of loss hung in the air, a silent connection between two souls who knew the sting of absence. Weeks pass. Liam starts to open up, sharing small fragments of his story, the broken promises, the exploitation, the feeling of being utterly alone. Liam, they said they'd find me work, a place to stay, but they just took my money. Anna, I'm so sorry, Liam. That wasn't right. Anna listened without judgment, her heart aching for the boy who had been robbed of his innocence. Slowly, the scars began to fade. Liam found a sense of belonging in the quiet rhythm of the diner, in Anna's unwavering kindness. He started to laugh again, a genuine, unburdened sound that filled the small space with warmth. Anna, in turn, found a renewed sense of purpose, a quiet joy in the unexpected presence of this young man who had found his way into her life. They had found an unlikely family, forged in the crucible of hardship and bound by the simple, yet profound, power of human connection. Their journey was a testament to the fact that even in the darkest corners of the city, hope can blossom through an unexpected act of kindness, transforming broken lives into everyday miracles. As the seasons turned, so too did the fragile ecosystem of trust between Anna and Liam. The diner, once a temporary refuge, began to feel like a home. Liam, shedding the perpetual wariness that had clung to him, started to engage more with the customers, his hesitant smiles occasionally blossoming into genuine warmth. Anna, witnessing this transformation, felt a quiet joy bloom within her, a feeling she hadn't experienced since Michael's passing. But the shadows of Liam's past still lingered, unseen but palpable, a reminder of the vulnerability that lay beneath his newfound ease. Elderly woman, oh, dear, that's not what I ordered, but it looks lovely. Don't worry about it, dear. I'll take it anyway. Liam looked surprised by her kindness. Anna, watching from behind the counter, gives him an encouraging nod. Small moments like these were like drops of rain on parched earth, slowly nurturing Liam's belief in the inherent goodness of some people. He started to shed the defensive shell he had built around himself, revealing a thoughtful and surprisingly witty young man beneath. Their bond deepened in the quiet hours after the diner closed, amidst the clatter of dishes and the scent of lingering coffee. They shared stories, Anna about Michael, Liam in fragmented pieces about his life before, each offering the other glimpses into their pasts, weaving a tapestry of shared vulnerability. Anna, these are wonderful, Liam. You have a real talent. Liam, it's just something to do. Anna, no, it's more than that. You see the world in a special way. Anna, recognizing Liam's artistic talent, encouraged him, buying him better quality paper and pencils. It became another thread in the growing fabric of their connection. Ms. Jenkins, Liam, I'm glad to see you doing better. Anna, thank you for taking him in. Anna, he's a good kid. He deserves a chance. Ms. Jenkins, we're still looking into his situation. There are complexities. The arrival of the social worker served as a stark reminder of Liam's precarious legal status, the unresolved threads of his past that could still unravel their fragile peace. Fear, a familiar shadow, crept back into Liam's eyes. The possibility of being uprooted again, of losing the first semblance of stability he had found, hung heavy in the air. Anna, hey. Everything okay? Liam, what's going to happen to me? Anna, we'll figure it out, Liam. I promise. You're not alone anymore. Anna's reassurance was a balm to his fear, but the uncertainty remained, a low hum beneath the surface of their daily lives. As time passed, Liam's transformation became more evident. The guardedness lessened, replaced by a quiet confidence. He took pride in his work at the diner, his quick wit and genuine kindness endearing him to the regulars. He even started making small talk, his voice no longer a hesitant whisper. Mr. Henderson, these are quite good, young man. Have you ever thought about taking some art classes? Liam, I haven't. Mr. Henderson, there's a community center downtown that offers evening classes. I think you'd really benefit. Mr. Henderson's encouragement opened a new door for Liam, a glimpse into a future where his talent could flourish. Liam, wow. Anna, thank you. Anna, you deserve it, Liam. You have a gift. The gift was more than just art supplies, it was a symbol of Anna's belief in him, a tangible expression of her growing affection. The art classes became a sanctuary for Liam, a space where he could express the emotions and experiences he still struggled to articulate verbally. His talent blossomed, his artwork gaining depth and power. Ms. Jenkins, Liam, the process is complicated. There are still family members we need to contact. Liam's face falls. Anna, but he's found a home here, Ms. Jenkins. He's doing well. Ms. Jenkins, I understand, Anna. And it's wonderful to see. But the law requires certain procedures. The legal complexities cast a shadow over their newfound stability, a reminder that their unconventional family was still vulnerable. The uncertainty weighed heavily on Liam. The progress he had made seemed fragile in the face of potential upheaval. He retreated back into himself, the light in his eyes dimming. Anna, Liam, we talked about this. We'll face whatever comes together. You're not going through this alone. Liam, but what if they take me away? Anna, then we'll fight it. I'm not going to let that happen if I can help it. You're part of my life now, Liam. Anna's unwavering support was a lifeline for Liam, a reminder of the steadfast love that had taken root between them. Amidst the legal uncertainties, life continued. Liam poured his emotions into his art, his talent becoming a source of pride and a means of self-expression. He found a voice through his sketches and paintings, a way to communicate the complex landscape of his inner world. The art competition was a significant step for Liam, a public acknowledgement of his talent and his journey. It was a moment of both vulnerability and triumph. Anna, you did amazing, Liam. The judges were so impressed. This is just the beginning. The loss didn't diminish Liam's spirit for long. The recognition itself was a victory, a validation of his hard work and talent. Ms. Jenkins, Liam, this is David and Sarah. They're a lovely couple, and they're very interested in offering you a home. Liam looks at Anna, his eyes filled with uncertainty and a hint of panic. Anna, Liam has a home, Ms. Jenkins. He has a home with me. Ms. Jenkins, Anna, I understand your connection, but the legal framework. Anna. The legal framework doesn't always understand the bonds that form in the heart. The arrival of the potential foster family presented a new challenge to their unconventional family, a stark reminder of the societal structures that could still tear them apart. Liam, I don't want to go, Anna. This is my home. You're my family. Anna holds him close, her own emotions close to the surface. Anna, I know, Liam. And I'm not going to let you go without a fight. Anna, realizing the depth of Liam's attachment and her own growing love for him, decides to explore the possibility of becoming his legal guardian. Lawyer, it can be a lengthy and complex process, Anna, especially given the circumstances. But it's not impossible. The legal path ahead was daunting, filled with paperwork and uncertainty, but Anna was determined to pursue it. The bureaucratic process was grueling, testing Anna's patience and Liam's resilience. But their bond remained their anchor, a constant source of strength in the face of uncertainty. The courtroom felt cold and imposing, the weight of the decision hanging heavy in the air. Liam's future, their future, rested on the judge's ruling. Judge, Ms. Petrova, the court recognizes the stable and nurturing environment you have provided for Liam. Temporary guardianship is granted. Liam and Anna exchange relieved smiles, a weight lifting from their shoulders. It wasn't the final resolution they had hoped for, but it was a significant step, a validation of the unexpected family they had created. The journey wasn't easy, filled with challenges and uncertainties. But the unexpected kindness that bloomed in the harsh reality of the city had taken root and flourished. Liam, once a lost and wary teenager, had found his voice and his passion. Anna, who had thought her heart was closed forever, had opened it again, discovering a love that defied societal norms and legal definitions. Their story, born from a chance encounter in a dimly lit alley, became a testament to the enduring power of human connection, proving that family isn't always about where you come from, but about who you choose to be with, and the love that binds you together, an everyday miracle unfolding against the backdrop of an ordinary world. Even as Liam's star rose in the art world, their life together wasn't without its quiet challenges. The initial temporary guardianship eventually transitioned into long-term foster care, a legal framework that, while providing stability, still carried the subtle weight of impermanence. There were annual reviews, social worker visits, and the underlying awareness that their family, though deeply bonded, was still subject to external scrutiny. "Anna, everything all right, Liam? You seem a little quiet." "Liam, it's just, this whole thing. It feels like we're constantly having to prove that we belong together." "Anna, I know it can be frustrating, honey. But it's just a formality. They see how well you're doing, how happy we are." "Liam, but they're not us. They don't understand." Liam's words echoed a fear that both of them carried, the fear that their deeply personal connection might be reduced to bureaucratic checklists and legal jargon. "Liam, Anna is my family. She believed in me when no one else did. She gave me a home, not just a place to stay. My art, it wouldn't be anything without her support." Liam's genuine affection and the evident stability of their home life were usually enough to satisfy the authorities, but the underlying vulnerability of their situation remained a subtle tension. The emergence of a biological relative introduced a new layer of complexity. While Liam had found his family with Anna, the legal system often prioritized blood ties. "Liam, I don't know, Anna. I don't even remember my family. You're my family, Anna, and you'll always be my family, Liam. But it's your decision. Maybe it's worth meeting her, just to see." Anna's selfless support, even when it touched on the possibility of Liam connecting with his biological past, underscored the depth of her love for him. The meeting with his aunt was a stark reminder of the life Liam had lost, the connection severed by circumstance and neglect. It stirred up a mix of emotions, curiosity, sadness, and a deeper appreciation for the stable love he had found with Anna. "Liam, it was strange. They're strangers. You're not a stranger. You're home." The encounter with his biological family ultimately reinforced Liam's sense of belonging with Anna. Their chosen family had become his true north. As Liam's success grew, so did his desire to give back. He became a vocal advocate for young people who had experienced similar hardships, using his art and his story to raise awareness and inspire hope. Liam's tribute was a testament to the profound impact Anna had had on his life, a public declaration of the love and gratitude he felt for the woman who had taken a chance on a lost boy in a dimly lit alley. Anna, witnessing Liam's transformation into a confident and compassionate young man, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The quiet life she had sought after her own storms had passed had been unexpectedly enriched by the arrival of this remarkable young soul. "Liam, this is all because of you, Anna. You showed me what it means to be loved, to belong. Anna, you did this, Liam. You had the strength and the talent. I just opened the door." Their bond, forged in the crucible of hardship, had become an unbreakable testament to the power of unexpected kindness and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Their story, an everyday miracle that unfolded against the backdrop of an ordinary city, continued to inspire those who witnessed the quiet love that bound them together. In the tapestry of life, the most beautiful threads are often the ones woven unexpectedly, the connections formed in the most unlikely of circumstances. Anna and Liam's story was a vibrant example of this truth, a single act of kindness that blossomed into a profound and enduring love, a reminder that family isn't defined by blood, but by the hearts that choose to beat as one, creating everyday miracles in a world that often forgets to see them. As the years gently etched lines of wisdom on Anna's face and Liam's youthful energy matured into a quiet strength, the diner remained the steadfast heart of their lives. It had evolved, not dramatically, but subtly, reflecting their shared journey. Liam's artwork now adorned the walls, adding splashes of color and stories to the familiar setting. The regulars, who had witnessed Liam's transformation firsthand, treated him not just as Anna's helper, but as an integral part of the diner's fabric, offering advice, sharing laughter, and becoming an extended, unofficial family. "Mr. Henderson, you've really captured the wisdom in these old eyes, Liam. Or is that just weariness? Liam. A little of both, I think, Mr. Henderson. Anna, placing a fresh cup of coffee on the table. He makes everyone look better than they actually do. It's one of his many talents. The easy banter, the comfortable familiarity, spoke volumes about the sense of belonging Liam had found, a stark contrast to the isolation of his past. The exhibition was a milestone, a public celebration of Liam's journey and his artistic talent. It was also a testament to the acceptance and warmth the community had extended to both him and Anna. Liam, I can't believe it, Anna. They actually bought one of my paintings. Anna, I always knew you had it in you, Liam. You just needed someone to see it. Liam's success was not just a personal triumph, it was a shared victory, a validation of the unwavering belief Anna had always held in him. Ms. Jenkins, you two have built something truly special here. It warms my heart to see how far you've both come. Anna, we're family, Ms. Jenkins. That's all that matters. Even the legal framework that had once seemed like a potential obstacle had softened over time, recognizing the undeniable bond between them. Liam's long-term foster care had become, in all but the final legal sense, a permanent family. Liam, I wanted you to have this. A reminder of all the good times. Anna, tearing up slightly. Oh, Liam, it's beautiful. Thank you. The photograph was a tangible symbol of their enduring connection, a captured moment of the everyday miracles that had woven their lives together. Liam, this is an incredible opportunity, Anna. But I don't want to leave you alone for too long. Anna, go, Liam. This is your dream. I'll be here, cheering you on every step of the way. And you can call me every night. Anna's unwavering support of Liam's ambitions, even when it meant a temporary separation, demonstrated the depth of her love and her commitment to his happiness. Liam, they loved it, Anna. They really loved it. I wish you were here. Anna, I'm so proud of you, Liam. You deserve all of this. Even miles apart, their connection remained strong, a constant thread woven through their individual journeys. Liam, it was amazing, Anna. But it wasn't the same without you. This is where I belong. Liam's success had not diminished his connection to Anna or the diner. It remained his anchor, his true home. Time, the great leveler, had brought its gentle changes. But the love between Anna and Liam remained a constant, a quiet force that had weathered every storm. The diner, their sanctuary, stood as a testament to their enduring bond, a place where unexpected kindness had blossomed into a lifelong family. And so, the story of the lost boy and the woman with a quiet heart continued, an everyday miracle unfolding in the simple rhythm of life. It was a story not of grand gestures or dramatic pronouncements, but of the quiet power of consistent kindness, the unexpected bonds that can mend broken souls, and the enduring truth that family is not always found, but sometimes created, one shared meal, one heartfelt conversation, one act of unwavering love at a time.